Good evening, everybody.
Hi,
Good
everyone.
Excuse me, can you put it on Facebook?
I put it on Facebook. I put it on Facebook.
It is
I
because
can't
I've
get
got
it.
it up. I've got it, Jean, so it's on there, sweetheart.
Well, hello everybody. I can't get it on my Facebook for some reason, but hello everybody.
I put it on.
Good
I
evening,
am.
Jen. Thank you for last night. It was beautiful.
It's a beautiful church. It's a
It
beautiful
is
church
absolutely
that Jen's
stunning.
got. I just want to give everybody a warm and loving welcome to our Monday night service. Tonight's service will be our divine service, so we will be doing the healing a little bit later on. So if there's anybody you know who is in need of a thought, a prayer, some healing or whatever, then, just put their names into the comments or drop us a private message and we'll include them in our prayers. So without any further ado, shall we join together in prayer, followed by the Lord's Prayer, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for this opportunity of gathering together as friends tonight in your name. Father, we ask that the veil be lifted to allow the guides for Jean, Irene and myself to step forward to inspire us and support us through this short service. We promise that everything we do will be done with love, truth and honesty in our hearts, and that at the end of this evening you shall have handed to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Thank you, everybody. Oh, that's nice. Jen says, thanks, we love you.
Yeah,
I did
I
see
did
the
too,
write-up on
sweetheart.
Facebook. It sounded like it was a beautiful service.
Oh, it was, and it was so hilarious. It really was. It was so much fun.
It sounds lovely, and I should get you to do some philosophy on here because Jen said that your philosophy around faith was wonderful. So I
Oh,
wish I'd been
thank
there
you,
to hear
Jen.
it.
Oh,
It was on,
okay.
it was on the post that she put up.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you,
Hello,
sweetheart. I'm
Father.
glad you enjoyed it. Hello,
Well,
Daddy Alan.
I still haven't got nothing on Facebook.
Well, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Hello, Dad Alan.
I'm going to try. I do apologise, everybody. Sorry for the delay in your service, but Jean's being, there we are. What can I say?
Jean's being Jean.
There, I've tagged you into the post now. I'm sorry. I know it's really rude looking at your phone when we're doing a live service, but there we are. I've just tagged Jean in. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
To everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope you all had a wonderful day with your loved one or ones. I had an interesting Valentine's Day, shall we say? But there we are. My head's still pounding from it, but hey.
I got a lovely surprise. Not only did I get a card from the back there, we don't normally celebrate Valentine's Day, but he also took me out for lunch today as well.
Oh,
so there you
I
go.
should thank you, Sharon.
Poor Jean. Oh, bless. Right. Let me just finish this.
What me and you and Michael said, I got nothing, Tony. I got nothing. But we did say happy Valentine's to one another, didn't we, love?
We did, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me.
Right, I'm going to have to leave that because I've got to read this out. So, right, I was asked on Friday. I can't remember who asked me, but somebody asked me if I could write. I think it was Kylie Whiteway. I was asked to write a poem for Valentine's Day, and I have literally just finished this one because I've been busy all day. I haven't had a chance to do it earlier, and I've just called it Valentine's Day. The rose is the flower of love, red and beautiful, whether in full bloom or in bud. Mixed in with white lilies and greenery, beautifully done by florists for you and me. Cards are sent with so much love, and there are thoughts and messages for those in spirit up above. A bouquet of flowers by the photo of your loved one remembered, the gift of a beautiful love that has never ended. No matter whether you are young or old, the rose stays beautiful, strong and bold. Cards and words are delivered all over the place, and you suddenly remember a special time and space. There'll be remembered times of flowers coming to your door. Alas, for some this will happen no more. This is the day that passion and love reigns, as Valentine's Day is here once again. Today is that day for love to be celebrated and for people to be happy and elated. To join in with all that is joy, love and faith. To celebrate our happiness is never too late. Our loved ones in heaven join in and understand. They know one day they will once again hold their loved one's hand. So be happy, enjoy the love you share. Show that special someone how much you really care. Read the words on the card that has been written. Remember all the memories you have shared and been given. Walk the pathway together. You have special things to say. And no better time to say them than on this day of love, our Valentine's Day.
Oh, very different, that, Irene.
Yes, well, that's what I thought. It was just something that I've just put together. So it's not as I wanted it, but I did get it done. So there you go. So I will put that on. I know I'll be happy with putting them on, but there you go. I hope you liked it, everybody. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thank you.
The thing is, don't you think, though, it's one of those where you don't really need one day to tell somebody you love them.
You should tell them every day, my dad used to say.
Every day. Every day you should tell people you love them.
Yeah, that's what my dad says.
Where's
mine? Yeah, where's mine?
Wears hers and Irene wears hers.
That's no excuse. No, that's no excuse. You can blow us one.
No, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Miss Bamfritters and beans.
Bamfritters, chips and beans. Oh, hi, Karen. Long time no see. Loving the tattoo.
Tattoo.
Wow, that's nice.
Beautiful.
Claire, when you wake up and before you go to sleep, you should say it.
Claire, always.
My dad always said it.
Claire, just hang on. I just need to clarify.
Hello.
As your fiancé,
yeah,
is at work now, and you will go to bed and be asleep. Who are you saying "I love you" to before?
I always phone him just as I'm going to sleep to tell him.
Story.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Sleep, and who's the fella you've got coming in to tell them you love them? Mm-hmm.
Stuart always gives me a kiss every night. He gives me a kiss, but he says, "If I tell you I loved you every day, you'd think I were having it off with somebody else."
Yeah,
sorry,
possibly.
But that's what he says. And if I bought you flowers, you'd think I were up to something every day.
Yeah.
It says, so I'm me. It says, you've got me.
Even if it does get on your nerves. Yeah. That's it.
Even though it does get on my nerves and all.
Anyway, I'll get Claire back. I just wanted to clarify who she was. Yeah, saying
you got Claire.
Sharon, I say the same every morning before he goes to work. I love you. Stay safe. And before I go to sleep, always.
Well, we shall now send out our absent healing to those who need it. So, like I said, if you know somebody who needs a thought or a prayer, please drop their name in the comments or drop us a private message and we'll put them in our healing books. But as always, we will start with the healing prayer. Then we'll have the lovely candles that have gone from Weymouth right through to everywhere that in the country by now. And then we'll finish with the word Amen. So, friends, if we could blend together. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring unto thee all those who are sick and suffering and in need of comfort, whether they suffer in mind, in body, or in spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Can I just say before we go any further, sorry for what I've just said if I've offended anybody. But I do love my husband to bits. He does get on my nerves, but I wouldn't swap him for anything. That's in case he's watching. That's in case he's watching.
Well, if he is watching, Stuart, I love you too, darling.
I do love him to bits.
You can love them and still have them irritate you. It's back to
Well,
life.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't help that. Can't hold good all at once, can you?
Well, now we have come to the part of our show service where we will connect with the world of spirit and see if anybody wants to come through to speak to us and tell the dog that it's not appropriate now to eat your biscuits and crunch.
But he thinks it is.
Princess Pippin is, and Horus has decided he's going to play with a bone. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just pleased she's eating because she's had a poorly tummy for a couple of days and she's not
My
eating.
neighbour's dog has. She's had a poorly tummy. Me and next door.
But yes, and we have a lovely lady sat backstage waiting to come on for a massage.
What a message, a massage.
A massage. Sharon, you never know. You never know. And if you want to come on and have a message, send me a message and I'll send you the link and you can come on screen and have a message. We'll have a reading with us. But Janet has been waiting patiently. She sent a message ages ago and I've been that busy and chaotic. I've not checked my emails until I got home and realised, oh no! So, sent her the link and here she is. Hello, Janet.
Hi, Tony. Lovely to see you.
And
Hello,
you.
Janet.
Hello, Jean. Hi
Hello,
again, Irene.
sweetheart. Again.
Hi. Yeah.
Sorry, that's night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Irene
was
did a service last night at a church that Janet attends, and Janet said she would like to come on for a reading, so she's here, bless her. We do love it when people come on screen. We really do. So, Jean, have you got a link yet?
I don't know if it's for Janet, but I'm going to give this lady off because I've got a lovely lady, and this lady I've got wouldn't be very tall, so I'm 5. I'm going to say 5'5". I keep shrinking, but I'm going to say 5'5". But I don't feel she might have been that. I know she wouldn't have carried a lot of weight, this lady, because I don't feel as big as me. With her, I've got to say, she said, and this is her words, not mine. She says, I wouldn't hurt to fly. So I know this lady was a very gentle lady. Can you understand this, Janet, please? Because if it's not, then it's can you? I'm going to say, because if not, it'd be for another lady or somebody else. Because she's saying that I wouldn't hurt a fly. And I don't know if she liked to sing as she went along in a day, but I've been singing all day, all different songs. And some of them I didn't know words to, so I made my own. So I don't know if you can understand if this lady sang songs and made her own words up to her and what she didn't know, or if you can place me someone what would be like that.
I'm not sure. I
let's
don't
go with it then.
remember. I don't remember her singing.
Well, let's just go along it. That could be for somebody else, but it's just funny that they've come together, you see. And I don't usually sing, it's Irene with songs. But she's coming in like this. But this lady, right, let's go with her. You can understand the lady who I got with the height, the build, and wouldn't hurt to fly. A very
Yes.
gentle soul.
Yes.
Right, because that's how she's coming in, sweetheart. And she's talking about you at the moment because you must be very similar to this lady. You don't like to upset anyone. You'd rather keep the peace than
Yes.
cause an uproar. Can I say that? Because she's
Yes.
saying you'll take after her in a lot of them ways. I'll be honest, sweetheart, I don't know if it's mum or nan, but I do know she's on that maternal link.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
sweetheart.
It is.
She's... Sorry? Yes?
It is granny side. Yeah.
Right, thank you, because I know I'm coming on that maternal link, sweetheart. But I do know, bless her, she was coming. I know I'm not saying she went to a very old age, but she went to a nice age, she's telling me. She was happy with the age.
Yeah.
So I do believe that this lady was quite content. But she's saying that as time's got on, she didn't want to keep worrying the family. So she's not telling me what she passed with, but she's saying she didn't want to worry the family with all the illnesses. So I do believe that she didn't just have one. This lady
Right.
must have had more than one illness.
There was. I mean, I was quite young when she passed, but I do know
Right.
she was quite poorly.
Yeah, but I'm going with more than one illness. And she's, I didn't want to keep putting, not burden, that's the wrong word, because nobody when we love them's a burden on us. But she's saying she didn't want them to keep having to wait and, go and visit and that. So it was really right time for me. She says, I
Yes.
got tired. She says, I got tired towards the end and I didn't like seeing people upset. So for her, that was the right time, sweetheart, for her to pass over to Spirit. She's making reference that a gentleman came to help her over into the spirit world. So I do know there was a gentleman there to help her over into the spirit world, sweetheart. Whether it be her husband, her son, or whatever, I don't know. I just know there's a gentleman there. Okay. This lady's also talking about, I'm sorry, I'm getting really out of breath, so I don't know if this lady would have suffered with her breathing as well, darling, or you can place somebody on the earth plane what has breathing issues now.
Both really.
Both, that's right. Well, it's not all right, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Because I'm getting a bit breathless, and especially I've got to say, if I take a deep breath, I do have COPD, so I have to be careful. But if I take a deep breath, my chest hurts. It's as if it hurts. And that's just what she's putting on me. But she's saying, bless her, she's saying, I did like to look smart. So I know she was a smart lady. She says, and I did like to keep my house tidy. So I know she was that type of lady, darling. What like to
she was.
She's my own, but I like to keep it tidy. I like to look smart. She says, and if anybody come, I knew it were okay. I didn't have to whittle in case they walked in. And it wasn't,
That's right.
if it were untidy, she's had to do it. And she really managed, right? She really managed until the end, where the mobility, when she got really ill, she really managed to keep that going. Because she says that's something I always wanted to do. Well, keep everything going myself as long as I could.
She did.
Okay. And this is what she's doing. I don't know if she died at home, sweetheart, or in an hospital bed, but she's making reference to the passing. And she says it was peaceful at the end. She says it was peaceful at the end. So I don't know if she just fallen to sleep, sweetheart. She just went into a coma. I'm not sure. But she says it was peaceful. She says, I know I wasn't alone. So she knows she wasn't alone.
Good.
All right. So I do know that, sweetheart. She says, I wasn't alone.
Thank you.
Okay. She says, so there's no worries about that. She says, I don't know if people have been worrying, but I was not on my own.
No.
When I passed. All right. And she's checking her finger, sweetheart. So she's not pointing. She's just checking it. I wasn't alone. And this is what she's like. She wouldn't have been a very loud lady neither, because when I'm talking, it's as if I want to talk in a right nice smoothing manner. And that's just how I want to talk, as though I'm really smooth and calm and collected, if that's what you can understand.
Yes, I do.
Because this is just how she's coming in. I don't know if she liked reading, darling, or if she went to the library, but she's talking about a library. So I don't know if she had where she used to go to the library and get the books or something, but she's talking about a library.
I don't know that one.
Is there anyone you could ask, sweetheart, if this lady used to use the library? Or
I could do.
please ask and let Irene, well, we probably no doubt will be at your church at some point this year.
Yes.
But she's talking about a library, darling. All right. And I know there was
Yes.
books, so I do know this lady would have read. Because she's showing me books. I don't know. She would have read, sweetheart. Okay.
Right.
Excuse me, I've just dropped. This has come at me here. So I know that, but she's telling me as well there's somebody likes to read on the earth plane as well.
Me.
Right. Because she's giving me other books and she's just said you take, excuse me, a lot like her in a lot of different mannerisms and things what you do. She's saying, but you know she's around you. And you have done from being small, younger. I'm not going to say small, but being younger.
Well,
she says you've always had. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, she's always been special to me.
Well, she says that she's more around you than what you think. All right? She's making reference that you're more spiritual, sweetheart. You're more spiritual than you will accept.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Because there's different things you could do within the church and the spirit. I don't know if you were at rostrums or you go to circles, but she's making reference that you could if you wished.
Right. Thank you.
You know, you could give messages off if you want to, sweetheart. She would be there to help you. Can you understand the name Mavis, please?
Yes, I can. On the
Thank
earth
you.
plane.
That's fine. I've just heard Mavis, sweetheart. They haven't said if they're in spirit or on earth plane, but I just heard the name. So can you send a thought out there, please?
I will do. Yes.
All
I've
right,
not seen her
because-
for some time. Yes.
Well, if you can send a thought out, darling, because if they give you on earth plane, it usually means just send a little thought.
I will.
Okay. And there's a birthday. She's just given me a birthday card. There's a birthday. We're still February, aren't we? So it's either
February.
end of this month, beginning of March. There's a birthday.
Gosh.
Well,
we've just had a birthday.
You've just had a birthday. Well, I'll accept
granddaughter's.
just, but could you just watch? Because she's just given me a card. So if you've just had it, I will accept that. But will you watching for one to come, love? Because she's just given me a card. Okay. And there's somebody she's just said like sketching or paintings. There's somebody very good at art or something.
Yeah.
Okay, because she's wanting me to draw things and landscapes or whatever she's doing here. Okay, I'm watching over that. They would be good. Because they are already and it could progress.
Yes.
All right. All right, sweetheart. Come on, because Tony's going to come in. All right.
Thank you.
I know this lady would have I'm going to pass you on to Tony. I'll just give you this one. I know this lady would have a necklace, darling, or something around her neck. I don't know if it's a necklace or she would have had just some costume jewellery when she went out, but she's making reference to something she would have wore around her neck.
Beads, she'd say.
Beads. Right. That's all right. I just know there was something around my neck, but I couldn't see what.
Right.
But she made reference to that. All right.
Thank
I will
you.
pass you on to our Tony. She's a lovely soul to work with, I've got to say. Beautiful lady.
Thank you very
much. She really
much.
is. Just listen out for her, darling, because she's there.
I will
just
do.
Watch for them little signs, sweetheart. Oh, just Nivea. Can I just give you some Nivea cream?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Because I can smell it. Nivea cream.
I've literally just been looking around on my desk to see if there's some hand cream around because my hands are cracking.
That's funny then, because she's just given me some.
Yeah.
I can't find any, so if you've got some Nivea, pass it over, Mrs.
I hope that's been okay for you, Janet, and I will pass you on to our Tony.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's lovely. Thank you.
You're more than welcome, darling.
Well, I was getting a lot of what Jean has given you, but I have a gentleman stood with me. And the gentleman, as he stood with me, is coming in really close to me and he's pulling in through my heart. So I know this gentleman will be on a really close family vibration for you.
Yes.
And it comes through with a lot of love for you, if that makes sense for you, please. I want to say that this gentleman is a gentleman, a gentleman. So I've got I work a lot with energy and personality, and I have got a really gentle energy that's coming through with this man. So I really know this gentleman would be a really kind, caring, soft-spoken gentleman. He corrected me when I said soft-spoken, and he said, I could raise my voice when I wanted to. If somebody pushed me beyond the line, I could let people know. So he's correcting me there, and he's saying, no. If I needed to, I would. All right. I know this gentleman, he's given me a tightness across here. So there's heart, lungs, or an issue with the chest that he wants to acknowledge, please. And I also want to say that I feel like this was prior to his passing as well. So I know that it wasn't like a heart attack and he dropped. It would be something that he lived with for a while prior to his passing. I'm not saying years and years necessarily, but I do know he would have lived with this a while prior to him going over to spirit. You're not having my biscuits. Get down, dog. Michael dropped a couple of biscuits on the breakfast bar, and my little Bedlington Terrier just jumped up and he's looking at them like, I need those, Daddy. No, behave. This gentleman's talking to me. He's actually sitting looking behind me where this chap stood. It's really strange. Okay. And that shows you how gentle he is, because normally Horus would bark if he senses a spirit, but he's just sat looking and like, oh, okay. I do know that this gentleman wants me to acknowledge 4 connected around a family. This could be mum and dad and 2 children, or 4 children, 4 grandchildren, nephews, nieces. I don't know, but he's saying 4. Tell them the 4. Tell them the 4. I want to be around the 23rd of a month for a birthday, anniversary, or passing. I can be a little bit off with my dates, so 22nd, 24th, but I'm around the 23rd of a month for a passing, anniversary, or a birthday. And I also want to acknowledge the month of April as being significant as well. If you can place that for me, please.
Yes.
And I want to acknowledge a lady in the world of spirit that will connect around this gentleman who, prior to her passing, I know Jean's just talked about a lady who had some illness prior to her passing, but I've got a lady connected with this gentleman who would have had some illness and would have lost some of her independence and mobility prior to her passing, because he's saying we had to help her a lot, and we had to help her with her mobility and make sure she got what she needed in terms of shopping and housework and stuff, if that makes sense for you, please. This gentleman is pulling me around the engagement rings and wedding rings, so I don't know if it's his rings he's acknowledging, or where you would understand there's rings connected around this gentleman.
Yes.
So he's acknowledging. Okay. He's talking about an awareness of the things that went with him. So when he was in his casket, I know that things were put with him. I don't know if they're photographs or letters or flowers or something, but he's saying he's aware that there were things with him. He's aware somebody was holding his hand as well. So I don't know if this is prior to his passing, or as he was in his coffin, somebody would have held his hand and stroked his hand. And he's saying, they didn't think I knew, but I did. I was aware, and I know that you were holding my hand. Okay.
Right.
Lovely chap. He's talking to me about you needing a lot of upliftment at the moment, please, if you can understand that. I get lavender energy for healing and upliftment, and green energy for physical healing, but I'm getting lavender to give to you. So I know he's talking about emotional healing and emotional support that you are needing right now. And he's just acknowledging it and saying, we're here, love, and we are giving as much as we can for you, sweetheart. He's talking about we've all had a rubbish 2 years. And I'm not saying it's COVID, but there's things have gone on. He could be a little bit direct when he wanted to, couldn't he, this chap, when he was talking, because he's saying there's things gone on that would have knocked you onto your behind.
Yes.
And he's been there and he's watched and he's helped as much as he could, along with the others. So there are others in spirit that are around you that have tried to help and support and uplift.
Yes, I do feel there's been quite a few around me.
Yeah, I want to say at least 6. There's at least 6 in the world of spirit that come close to you. So there's this chap and the lady that Jean was talking to, and then another 4 that you hold close. All right. Okay, sweetie. You must understand the recent passing as well. Recent for me is normally between now and 5 year, but I want to be a lot closer than that. So within the last 3, perhaps.
It is just 5 years since we lost Mum.
Right. Well, I feel there's something closer.
Closer.
He's bringing me closer. So, like I say, I want to be within the last 3. It doesn't have to be a family member. It could be a friend or an acquaintance, but he's acknowledging a more recent passing.
I did go to a recent funeral on the 24th of January.
Oh, and I gave you the 23rd. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, that connects then. He's acknowledging that for you then. It like I say, it doesn't have to be somebody close. He's just acknowledging that he was there and he's seen it, that's all. There's a bit of proof for you, sweetheart.
Because on the day there was a butterfly came and sat at the side of me in the pew.
Oh, beautiful.
And there was one flying around above the casket all during the service.
Oh, bless. Well, there she goes. Okay. Well, that's how close they are then, sweetheart. And you see, I'm talking about signs from spirit, but you, like Jean said to you, you are aware of signs from spirit, and sometimes you doubt yourself. He's saying you doubt yourself. You think, oh, it's just me looking for it. And you say, no, it's us trying to get through to you, sweetheart. It's us trying to get through to you, sweetheart.
I do feel I need to listen more, but
you go. I'm always, no, I'm not. I'm also wanting to go through trinket boxes and boxes of knickknacks and things. I don't know if this is connected around Mum, because he's saying there was she kept lots of bits and pieces. She kept lots of bits and pieces. So there must have been lots of little bits and pieces that needed sorting through and organising.
I found a box with lots of bits and bobs in.
Right. Well, he's acknowledging that then. He's saying nothing major, but interesting things and things that you go, oh gosh, quirky things.
That's right. Isn't that pretty? Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of thing's like, oh, what's that there for? But it's lovely, but what's it doing there? All right. And you must understand, please, where there's still things not quite, he's saying put to bed. There's things that you can't quite put to bed yet.
Yes.
Connected with that passing as well, please.
Yes.
Because he's saying it's like, the more you look at something, the more questions you get. And you pull on one strand. What he's showing me, if I explain it in the way he's giving it to me, it's like you've got a knitting bag full of odd balls of wool and they're all tangled together. And as you pull one, another one becomes more unravelled. And it's like you sort one thing out and it leads to something else being unravelled. So you've got to try pulling on that one again. And that's how he's showing it to me, sweetheart.
It does, yes.
As I'm saying about balls of wool and things, somebody must have been crafty in that sense. So knitting, crochet, I'm getting that sort of thing. I can feel, not you, Mrs. Get your hand down. But I have got somebody who would have sat listening to radio. Isn't that funny? It's not watching telly.
Radio.
Yeah. Knitting or crocheting or something. And it's like I'm listening to the music and just da-di-da-di-da. And doing whatever it is. Okay. Somebody also deals... Hang on. I'm getting a bit confused now. I'm getting somebody who deals with paper, but then I got card making, so I don't know if this means there is somebody who deals with paper and paperwork as part of their job, and somebody who makes cards and things, or if it's just one thing and she's acknowledging somebody who makes cards. Funny, I've got a lady now. The gentleman stopped speaking and it's a lady. But somebody who deals with paper.
Well, I do a lot of admin.
Right.
I don't make cards.
Right. Okay. It's just that I'm seeing somebody like cutting out paper and sticking things together and things. Oh, so if it's not card.
My niece comes to me and that's what she's been doing out of cards. And
right. Okay. That's what it is then.
Yeah.
All right. Bless you. It's just her way of showing that she's still around and so close. She is saying to you, sweetheart, that gosh, she's come close. I've got tingles going up and down my back. Right. She is apologising for not having things as ordered as she would have liked, if that makes sense. So when you went into the house, the papers weren't in order, and you had to look for bits and pieces. And
Blimey, everything was everywhere.
she's saying, if I'd had time, my plan was to put them together in envelopes and things, but she couldn't. So it was just left higgledy-pig. I don't say higgledy-piggledy, but it's left higgledy-piggledy, and you had to sort through things and
I did.
Yeah, and she's
Thank
apologising for that. Would you understand as well why she's saying apologies for being quite short with people sometimes towards the end?
Yes.
It's as if
Well,
things
we
were
thought,
getting on top of me and things were irritating me, and then somebody would say something and I would snap, and I didn't mean to. It's just
we took it because she was poorly and she was in pain.
yeah, and I'm sorry for it. You know, it wasn't me, is what she said.
I know, because she was quite upbeat normally.
Yeah, and I just feel it's not my personality. It's as if it was somebody else, and it was just
unless you needed telling off.
Books and things, and it just was one thing after another, and I couldn't cope. Is how it's coming through. Bless her.
Yeah, there was a lot to put up with from various quarters.
You would understand as well. I got this the other week. A stiffness in joints. Here, somebody here has a stiffness in joints, and it's like I'm flexing my joints and my muscles to try and.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Because I've got healing around my hands. That's all. And my wrists and elbows, so I'm just giving it off that way. All right, bless you, sweetheart. I know you've got a scarf around your neck. You would understand another lady's spirit. I don't know if it's the same lady who would have had scarves and head squares and things.
Yes.
Because I'm putting a head square on and tying it under my chin. Yeah. And it doesn't suit me at all. It really doesn't. And a box of, I want to say like costume jewellery rather than jewellery, if that makes sense for you, Janet, as well, please.
Yeah, she did have bits and bobs, and it was just odd things. Yeah.
And I'm really sorry,
treasures,
but I've got to give you it, as otherwise it's going to hurt me all night. Somebody would have had clip-on earrings as well, because it's nipping my ear, and mine are pierced, so they can take that off because it really hurts.
Yeah,
I'm with mum. So there's somebody connected to mum's sisters or something where they would have had clip-on earrings because it's pulling my ear and it hurts.
Yeah, mum had a few clip-ons which she didn't wear very often because they did hurt her.
Yeah. Okay, bless you. Well, I need to give you peonies. I need to give you sweet peas, and I need to give you honeysuckle and clematis and things. So all these things in a garden you would remember. And also I need to hand you a flower so you would understand where a flower was given to somebody on their final journey and they're returning it with love. It was either placed on the coffin or placed in a grave, but there was a single flower placed, and I'm giving it back with love, sweetheart. I will leave all the love of spirit with you and say God bless and thank you so much. I hope that was okay for you, sweetheart.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's lovely. Irene, have you got anything you want to give, or?
Well, I did speak to Janet last night, but the only thing I've got, Janet, is I've got the song "She Wears My Ring," and all the time Tony and Jean have been talking. Somebody's playing with my wedding ring, so I don't know if you have mum's or grandma's wedding ring, but that's the song that I've got for you, sweetheart, and that's all I've got. So, okay.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
I hope it's been okay for you, sweetheart.
Bless you.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, darling.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Bye.
Oh, lovely. What a lovely energy.
Yeah.
That lady was lovely. I'd got at the
Yeah.
beginning. Really
Yeah, she
nice.
stepped in after the gentleman. She just came straight in next to him, and then he
Yeah.
was quiet and just backed off. Bless.
Anyway,
Sh-
she said, go on, sorry.
I just want to say that
Sharon.
Karen Louise Rhodes says she could take everything we were saying, and
Oh, yes,
Lisa
I
Hunt
saw that.
said she could take everything we were saying as well. So please, if you can take something from somebody else's reading, that's absolutely fine. If it resonates with you in your heart,
Yeah,
and
you take
and
it.
it's
Yeah.
you, sweetheart. Miles, I love that.
I haven't
I
read it.
love
I've
what
put it
I'm
up.
just going to pop it on screen. When you're stuck at the crossroads, then the answer will present itself, and the answer presented may not be the way you want to go, but you should proceed with the answer that's been given to you.
Lovely.
What do we always say?
Lovely.
Spirit will
Miles.
give you what you need, which
You
isn't
want.
necessarily what you want.
What you want.
Correct.
Because
They will give you enough to live on and enough to see you through.
yeah.
And
Otherwise,
if
I
there's
would be.
anything else, it's a bonus.
If they gave me what I want, I would be 6'6", built like a Greek god. Now I'd be 22.
Well, I don't necessarily
saying.
want to be a model, but I could be a little bit taller and a little bit thinner.
Well,
That'd suit me.
oh, Lisa, you feel stuck. Oh, bless
Oh,
you.
bless.
Lisa, if
We'll
you
send
want to
you a
read
link.
in, just let us know, and we can either bring you on screen or we could do a one-to-one sitting
To
for
one,
you.
yeah.
It's
Video
up to you.
link.
If you like, you're stuck
Another time.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do what we can.
Yeah. I do like having people come on screen, and I know that means sometimes it's a longer reading, but like I said, there are two other people there who said they could take everything we were saying, so
Yeah.
So that's it.
that's how it
Yeah.
works. Spirit, sometimes we call it piggybacking, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
If the messages are similar, they'll come through at the same time. Excuse me. I said to Sharon, because she said she would like to come on screen, to drop me a private message, and I'll get something set up.
That's fine.
It's another one that's coming. Has anybody got another link? Because we've got a quarter of an hour or so where we can give something off. If anybody has anything. Oh, Sharon, that's a lovely picture with a rose. You can't see it on the comments, but
It is beautiful.
I love that.
Irene, have you got anything now then, love?
I've got a song been going round in my head since before we started, and it's a really old song, and it's called Rosie, oh Rosie, I'd like to paint your name up in the sky. So Rosie, I know it's a name and not the rose itself. Whoever this person is who's talking to me, they're talking because the person that sang that song was a one-man band, and is talking about somebody being very, very musical. And it's a gentleman that I've got, and the gentleman says that this come on then, sweetheart, tell me. There's something going on with the family down here, and he wants to try and help sort it out. He's giving me the name of Frank, and he's saying I wasn't very big, but I made up for it with personality. So I've got a small gentleman with a big personality whose name is Frank, and he's talking about somebody called Rosie and somebody in the family being very musical. That's all I've got at this moment in time. So if anybody can relate to that, if not now, think about it, let me know, and I'll see if we can go any further with it, just in case Jean and Tony have got another reading.
This isn't a message, but can I just say, Lisa, I know you're saying sweetheart, a small reading, but your mum will always be with you, darling. We've just got to clarify. Your mum won't have, yes, she might not be here in the physical sense, but she'll always be with you in the spirit sense. So please don't think you're ever alone. Me, Irene and Tony will always be here. So please send Tony a message and we will sort something out with you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
All right, sweetheart, don't
Absolutely.
be alone.
No, no.
Okay.
Right, Tina. Irene.
Right, Tina, you can take that, sweetheart. Okay. This gentleman's saying that is would you understand, Tina, where he's talking about a rift in the family? There's there's either been I'm not quite sure what he means. He's just saying a rift, but he's saying there's either somebody that doesn't get on with another member, or been a breakup in the family, or a rift or a row or something. He's not being specific, but he is concerned. That's the words he's using. He's concerned, and he's what's that you're giving me? He's giving me right, okay, and he's wanting to give me a big shawl to put round you, Tina, to sort of to keep you warm, because whatever is happening, it's leaving you feeling very cold, and you feel as though you want to help, but you don't want to interfere. This is what he's telling me. And he's come, sweetheart, just to give you that support and to give you that love. And he's saying, I'm trying to hold you up, but you need a lot more help. Okay. You're not alone, darling. I don't understand that, Tina. What's that? You're
I
not
think
alone.
that's to Lisa.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
to speak
Sorry.
into someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now is what this gentleman is saying, that you need to take a step back, if you understand that, please, and you need to let them sort it out and try not to get involved with it. It's not saying anything about you being involved or interfering, but it's saying that they have to sort it out. And I know that sometimes they come and talk to you, but it's saying, if you can, you need to keep away from it, if you understand that, because it's not your fight. It's not you. Okay. And he's saying there's other things involved around this situation as well, sweetheart. So it's not just a case of right, good. Right, okay then, sweetheart. That's lovely. I'm pleased that you're not getting involved. But he is saying take care. Take care that they try and, involve you. But he's also talking about this, when he talked about the music, there's somebody around you who either plays an instrument or wants to learn how to play an instrument. I'm being shown a guitar, but I'm also being shown a saxophone, which is very unusual. I don't normally get that. So you would understand where there's somebody that's quite musical around you, and they love their music and they want to learn to play these instruments. And what this gentleman is saying, I don't know if he played an instrument, but he's saying he's going to point them in the right direction to get somebody to help to tutor them if they're not doing it. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. Because I know they used to have music in schools, but I don't think they do now, do they? I haven't got any idea. But whoever this little one is, they need proper tutoring to help them on the way. And once they've got the gist of it, and they will be very good at what they do and of playing this instrument, because it's all about the beat and everything with them. He's learning at school. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. What this gentleman is saying is that he's not, he doesn't really like the written word. He'd rather play his instrument or whatever. He doesn't really like going into the classroom and learning, but he knows he's got to do it, sweetheart. Okay. But again, this gentleman is going to try and help him and try and chew him up and give him a little push in the right direction. But what he's saying is he's always here. And we always say with your spirit family that they're only a step behind you. They walk with you every day. And he's making me aware, Tina, that you are aware of spirit, and you've seen a few bits and pieces around you, and you blink and you miss it and think you haven't seen anything. But what he's saying is, I am there for you, sweetheart. If you have seen, say, a picture move or something, or he's saying he comes to in visitation and he's got a certain aftershave that he used to wear, sweetheart. So when you smell that, you know that he's around you, darling. But he is concerned, but he's just saying, just do what you have to do and just go your own way and help where you can, but don't get involved, darling. Okay? And I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to see if there's anything that Tony and Jean can add to that. Okay, darling, thank you so much for working with me. God bless you.
Tony, have you?
I don't have a lot, Tina.
No, I don't. So I'm asking if you.
What I've got is I have a lady that's standing with me, and the lady's coming through on a maternal line. So she's coming through as a mum, grandma, or on that a lady who would have been a maternal maternal figure in your life, if that makes sense. She's coming through as a very self-assured lady. She's got quite a self-assured energy about her. It's as if she had this air of authority, if that makes sense. But she's coming through with you. She's coming through because she's saying you need that little bit of that authoritarian energy around you, as if, I can't quite say it the way it's being put through to me, but it's as if somebody's trying to play you like a marionette and pull all the strings, but you're not having it. And she's saying you just need to be that little bit firmer and just like my mum says, put your foot down with a firm hand, love. So
absolutely,
just put your foot down with a firm hand and dig your stilettos in and say, that's not happening. We're not doing it like that. I'm doing it like this. And then if I mess up, it's my decision, not yours. So that's how she's coming through. I'm also coming through with, I'm at a T-junction. So somebody, either yourself or somebody really close, is at a T-junction. And it's like, do I go left? Do I go right? But I can't carry on as I am. My darling, she could be a little bit direct as well with her speech, couldn't she? Because she's just said, I can't carry on because I'm not doing the same old rubbish that I've always done. Things have got to change and I've got to draw a line. All right. And she's saying, yeah, I've just seen your comment. I've done that. Well, that's what she's saying. You've got to get rid of that. Draw a line in the past and just say, fresh start. And I've come to this T-junction and I've got to decide to turn left or to turn right, but I've got to decide for myself. All right. Okay. She's given me the month of August for you, sweetheart, for a birthday anniversary or a passing. And I've also got to give you the month of July as well for a birthday anniversary or a passing to spirit. And I've got to go, as she's leaving her energy, I've got to go with I've got a field full of poppies and sunflowers. I don't know why I've got the two together, sweetheart, but I've got poppies and sunflowers all in a field. So I hope you can take poppies and sunflowers. Both for me are quite uplifting flowers, but I will leave that with you and see if Jean's got a little bit as well that she's got to add.
Hi, Tina, sweetheart. I got more or less exactly the same as Tony with Crossroads and everything. But what she did tell me, sweetheart, is I know this lady would be about 5'4", 5'5". I know she would carry only a little bit of weight, sweetheart. I know her hair would have been nice and it got a wave in it, as she's showing me. And she's brushing mine behind my ears.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
That's lovely.
And I love that photograph of you holding that hand. It's gorgeous.
And she's brushing my hair behind my ears. So I do know this lady would have been a nice dressed lady in her hair and everything as she comes in. But she said more or less what Tony said, but she's giving me the sweetness, sweetheart, because you need that sweetness back in your life, darling. and she's making reference that you would have had some of your confidence knocked, darling, and now it's time that you've got to get it back. Okay, she says you've tread on them eggshells for long enough, sweetheart. You've been really careful what you've said, how you've done it. You didn't want to upset people, but it's just come to a stage where now sometimes you do have to open your mouth and you do have to say things, darling. You can't just. She can get a little bit irate at times. You just can't be there as a doormat all the time, darling. Okay, she said you've been there, and now it's time to get out of it. Okay, so it's up to you how you take it. I know Tony gave you the dates, but I can't remember because my dog was jumping on my knee. But can I give you the month of September, sweetheart, and around the 26th of the month? September and the 26th of the month she's giving me as well. I do know there would be a passing round about the November month as well she's making reference to. I don't know my flowers like Tony and Irene, and I don't pretend to. I only know my summer basic ones. Okay, so I'm going to give you the yellow for the upliftment, darling. Oh, bless. Mum's there for you, sweetheart. Mum will help you, and if she has to, she'll even help you put the words in your mouth. Because they're very good at doing things like this. They can put the words in and you'll just say it, all right? So Mum will help you with that. But I want to give you the yellow for the upliftment, sweetheart. Okay, I know there's a dog with Mum in the spirit world because I can hear the dog just starting to bark. So I know there's a dog, sweetheart, in the spirit world. And I've got to say that I told Jana earlier on about having the wooden fly, sweetheart, and a heart of gold. And Mum's saying to you, you've got an heart of gold. You've got a heart of gold. Oh, you've just got to learn that, sweetheart, okay? And just, if you have to, just ignore them for a little while, sweetheart, because you've got enough on. I know this has been going on for a while. She's making reference to it's not just these last few weeks. It's been going on for a while, darling. But the love's there.
Oh, bless you, Tina. Oh,
bless. But the dog's with Mum, sweetheart. I can hear it barking. Mum's looking after it. I don't know if it's a boy or girl or what. I just can hear the bark. Okay, but they're all there for you. Okay, sweetheart. They are going to help you sleep because you haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time. And I mean a proper night's sleep, not just going to sleep and waking up. Mum's talking about a proper, peaceful sleep, and they're going to help you with that as well, sweetheart. Okay, and she's saying you've got to dry them tears, darling. And thank you for lighting the candle. Because you must light candles, sweetheart, because she's noticed about the candles. I am going to say night and God bless with this lady's love, sweetheart, and say thank you for letting us work with you. Night, darling.
It's lovely.
Night, Tina. God bless. Thank you for working with us, darling.
Oh, Tina, thank you.
I love the nails, by the way. I think they're beautiful.
They are.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful.
I am so jealous. Really, really jealous. And yeah.
Yeah,
you've only just had yours.
I'm jealous too. Nothing there.
Well, I'm not putting mine up because mine are disgusting.
Oh.
No, and thank you so much. Well, that is everything, and we have come to time. I'm so sorry. I could sit here all night. I really could.
Oh gosh, her hair's the same colour.
Why not?
My hair is the same colour.
Why not? Exactly. Well, it's been a wonderful night. It really has. I do love the divine service. It just feels a different energy for me when we do a divine and we do all the healing and everything.
It does.
So what have we got this week? Tomorrow night, if you are in or around South Yorkshire, I would say that you could pop to the Rainbow Project. We're having a food night. Claire is doing... Claire, you're doing tacos.
Yeah.
Thank you. It went out of my head. Thank you. Yes, tacos tomorrow. Yep. So if you are in or around South Yorkshire and you have some time, please pop along. You're more than welcome. Taco Tuesday. That's it, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, okay, what else have we got this week?
Tomorrow night, Jean and I are at Focus Point on Vale Road in Mansfield Woodhouse. If you're anywhere in or around the Mansfield area, please come along. It'd be lovely to see you.
No.
We're not
No.
doing Tapioca Thursday, Michael. I'm sorry. We're just not. Artini or in
No.
Oxfordshire. That's a little bit
Oh.
far to come for tacos.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just a little bit far to come for tacos. So Thursday night, Rev Nick Brown, who I know has been on the service, I don't know if he still is, has, just bear with me because I know he put it on Facebook the other day. Sorry, let me just, how rude, I'm using my phone. Rev Nick Brown has got an evening of mediumship with John Ennis on Thursday. John is a lovely medium. He's a really nice guy. So I shall
We're
be watching.
out.
Yes,
No,
so
you
we're
won't.
out.
We're at Brid.
We're at Brid
We
on
are.
Thursday.
We're at Brid. We're at Bridlington. So
all
if
three
you
of
are
us.
in or around Bridlington, so Hornsey, yeah, Witherington,
Wherever.
that sort of area, pop along to Bridlington.
Yeah, but say which
Um,
one. Which one?
Angel
It's
of
not
Light.
Angel of Light.
Angel of
South
Light.
Back Lane.
If you look for Reverend Sarah Lee Beavers on Facebook, it'll be on there, or the Angel of Light, Bridlington, it'll come up.
Yeah.
And we three shall be there, so I'll be wearing my shirt and my lovely stole.
And I'll be wearing my shirt.
Yeah,
So therefore, I suppose I better wear my shirt then as well.
yeah. So that's us till Friday,
back
and then
Friday, yeah.
we three shall gather again on Friday. And then Saturday there will be the Saturday social at the Rainbow Project.
Oh, it's
Waffle.
getting big. It's absolutely beautiful. It's getting really big, the group now. And the new people, what's coming along, they are beautiful.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're lovely.
Amy
Yeah.
were talking to Paul and Max for quite a while on Saturday.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Max is a lovely lad. He's a really lovely lad.
Yes.
So that's us, and that's our week. If anybody, I know Sharon was going to send me a message, but if anybody wants to come on screen for a reading, we can do maybe 2 a night. Just drop me a message and we'll see about sending a link through. And we are going to talk at some point, everybody, maybe Wednesday when we're all together, about a photo service and how we're going to run it, because they've been getting out of hand the last few we did, and we just ended up with far too many. So we need to work out how to do it. So that's everything. Thank you so much. Could we
Do you mind if I just mention that on Sunday, the 20th, there is a MBS at Langold. It's at Langold Village Hall. And if you look it up, you should find it. And that's from 11 till 4, I think, or 10 till 4. But I shall be there. I've got a table and I'll be there doing some readings, but there's other people going as well. So if you're in and around the Langold area.
So a mind, body and spirit fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sunday night at Thurcroft, it is Susan Holmes.
Susan
from
Holmes at
Barnsley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there, Jean, but I'll see you tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So could we have the closing prayer and the Nanite song, please?
We can. Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for a wonderful evening spent with spirits and our loved ones in the spirit world. Could we close the veil between the two worlds? And could I ask that for any energies that are left to go out in the world, to our animal kingdom and to our wonderful Mother Earth? And until we meet again, may we ask for a guardian angel to be with each and everybody that's been with us this evening. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night and God bless everybody. May the Lord keep you
Thanks,
safe for the
everyone.
weekend. Bye-bye.
Good night.